Hi Cancer, this is Red from Scarlet Ibis Tarot, and this is your reading for the upcoming week. Keep in mind these readings are general, so it may or may not resonate with you. If this one doesn't make sense, please check your other placements or try one of the other fine readers on YouTube, because there's lots of people out there who are willing to help you find guidance. And they might make more sense. We'll find out. Okay, what else was there for my disclaimers? Oh, roles may be reversed. And cross-watchers, you are welcome here, but please keep in mind that you should check your own placements because it does take two to tango. Alrighty. Cancer, the upcoming week, what's going on for you? Flings across. I'm going to adjust this, I think. A little better. Okay. So... Alright, perfect. Okay. Sorry about that. I checked it earlier and it looked better, so I must have bumped it. I'm kind of klutzy. Let's just throw that out there. But who cares about that? Cancer, we care about you. So Cancer, what is going on with you? Nostalgia problems is what's going on with you. What kind of nostalgia problems do we have going on? This does feel like a relationship. It feels like you're having the desire to go back to a simpler time. This came up in somebody else's reading this week too, but I can't remember who. But if you're honest with yourself, this simpler time is not... Yeah, the simpler time is not really a simpler time. Like, here's the thing with memories, Cancer. They cloud you. I mean, it's hard to remember the bad things sometimes. I mean, your body wants you and your mind want you to forget bad things. So you might go back in time and think, oh gosh, that person I loved at first, that person who was my first, we had such a great relationship. And then, but you know, at the time you weren't happy with them, right? There were problems in the relationship that you were kind of ignoring and kind of overlooking. And that's what's kind of going on right now, is you're so overwhelmed with all the things going on in your life that you're looking back to the past and wishing things would be better, wishing things would be simpler, wishing things that would be easier. Now here's the thing. You're having an opportunity come in that will make things better now. But if you're so focused on the past, you might miss this. For some of you, this could be like an ex coming back in, you know, that you haven't talked to for a long time, and they're all like, hey baby, hey sailor, what's up? And you're thinking about, I'm being indelicate here, but you're thinking about cheating on your current partner, or you're thinking about giving up something that you have to pursue this ex. And it's like you're ignoring what you have now. This could also be with careers. This could be other things, but there's something coming along that is going to make your life better, but it's something new. And if you're too fixated on the old stuff, you're going to miss it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So Queen of Pentacles reversed. 5 of Pentacles reversed. And the Knight of Cups. So you do have a lot of fast changes coming in here. You do. And whoever you're dealing with, or I should first say for some of you who you want to deal with, let me just put it this way. Remember why it ended. Remember why it ended with this past person. Remember they were bad with money. Remember that they had a wandering eye. Remember that you felt like you were alone in the relationship even though you were with them. And just, I mean, if you really, really think about it, even though you're nostalgic right now, and this is like a bad nostalgia, not a good nostalgia. Because, you know, good nostalgia is like, you know, remembering the county fair, going with your parents and eating all the nasty food And the bad part of nostalgia is remembering that you threw up behind the Ferris wheel. You see what I'm saying? Like, but when you look back on those trips, you're only focusing on, you know, the bright lights and the shininess instead of like the bad stuff that happened at the fair. Don't talk to me about the clowns. I won't. We'll step past that, Cancer. But anyway, so yeah, so here we go. So that fixation on the past is going to drag you down, and you need to kind of put the past where it belongs, is behind you. You can't change it. You can't redo it. Even if you do have this offer coming in from a past person that you're interested in, you people are not the same people you were 5 years ago. Y'all just not like that anymore. You're not the same person. They're not the same person. But, oh gosh, wouldn't it be awful if you were the same person you were 5 years ago? Can you imagine? For some of you, like, oh, that doesn't sound so bad. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, really? Think about it. I mean, seriously, think about it. So, okay, so you have this, again, interesting. So this past person that comes back in, it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be more of, they're willing to put an effort to a point, and then once they think they got you again, they're just going to, like, wander off, or just not stop putting in the effort. Like, maybe you had someone in your past too, like the first year you were together, they would make your favorite food, or they would bring you home flowers, or, you know, they're like coming home with, like, you know, like bacon cheeseburgers or whatever you like eating as a surprise, Thai food, and now they're like nothing, right? They just go home, pull on their headphones, and stare at their phone all night, or stare at the computer all night, or just watch TV and ignore you. You know, so the same things that, like, bothered you in the past are going to creep back in very quickly with this person. This does feel more like a relationship reading. For some of you, too, this is a job offer where a former boss might be inviting you to return to your old job. I mean, just really think about it, because the same reasons that you quit in the first place are going to creep back in. So really, okay. So here's the thing about it. What you have coming in is very viable. It's someone who suits you better intellectually and emotionally than the person you have from your past. And so you have an idea of how you would like your life to go or have gone. And you're kind of wanting, and maybe things haven't worked out the way you wanted to. And part of you wants to go back to this past person because it's a way of a do-over. It's a temptation is what it is. It's a temptation to go back in the past and maybe fix the things that didn't go out the way you wanted. So here's what's helping you. When you actually sit and think about it, your life is a lot better now than it was in the past. It's true. And what's hindering you too is and I get it. You're tired of struggling. You're tired of working on things. You're tired. And you just want things to start over. You want like a do-over switch. I mean, don't we all, right? Or like be able to rewind 2 weeks, you know, or longer for some of you, but that's not how it is. Be very wary, Cancer, of people coming in from your past. 2 of Wands reversed is the outcome. You know, Cancer, you are going to make the right decision when it comes down to it. What this all feels like is a temptation rather than an actual thing you're going to do. I think some of you might like text back and forth a couple times with this person, maybe think about meeting them up for coffee, but you're going to back off. Because, again, this is a temptation. And it's not... There's a line between, like, temptation and happiness. And there's things that make you happy because they're, like, good things that are good for your life. And then there's temptation, which are things you think will make you happy, but aren't really good for you in the long run. And you're realizing that whatever this past person is, this past situation is, it's a temptation, not a source of happiness. So you're just going to kind of end up cutting that off and then just keep on moving towards the future with whoever you're with now or whoever you have your eye on now who is not this past person coming in or this past situation. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Yeah, this is another one. I'm kind of curious how this is going to play out. We have like comments. I kicked him to the curb. She tried to text me on whatever, and yeah, and I like the comments. They're awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.